Hey, it's Timothy Jensen. Let's talk a little bit about acquisitions. So we just heard the Q&A session for the Berkshire Hathaway Group, and there's going to be a board of directors meeting tomorrow. Basically what's going to be put forward is Warren Buffett is looking to step down at the end of the year and have someone move into his role. One of the things that, when I talk about Jensen acquisitions and what we can do with that, is the same thing that I have almost lived my entire life. I just never really thought about it until I got to this point. For example, when I was younger, my grandfather, first generation for one of our businesses, he transitioned out somewhere around 1980, 1982, maybe a little bit earlier than that. But I was young. It's really hard to remember that. It's about the same age as my kids today. It's hard to remember that. But that transition, led into my father and my uncle, moving into the main ownership positions of the business. And then when I had moved away, worked in investments and insurance, doing different things that I thought I would do. My degrees are different. I've had a varied, wide background. I am interested in lots of things. But then to have that transition, when I came back to basically Independence, Iowa, and transitioned in that business in 2005, that was the year my uncle was moving out of the business. And then I've been in it ever since. And even here, I'm third generation, 95-year-old business. It's been a long time. It was 75 years was the first year I came in here. We had a little get together and had whoever was still around from the original drivers and the original customers, a lot smaller customer base back then. It was a lot different than it is today. A lot closer, maybe not closer held, but it was a different mindset and a different group. As these transitions from one generation to the next occur, as we say, the silver tsunami comes through, and then people transition in, say, the next 10 years, there's going to be a lot of great businesses that need help. They need help transitioning, and if they're going to continue, either in the next generation, which would be fantastic if they could, and if they don't have an ability or a way to do that, obviously we're an angle here. We're something that can help. We've got a lot of knowledge in even doing this. I'm going through a transition right now, being third generation. My father is going to be, I believe he's going to be 83 this year. Similar issue to Berkshire Hathaway. He's been in the business. He's been here every day. He's a valued member. He has input. He has buy-in. But we don't last forever. And if we're going to last as a business or a community with essential businesses, there's going to be places that don't have anyone to come in. They don't have a second generation. They don't have a third generation. They don't have a fourth generation. And that's incredibly difficult to even get to third generation, let alone fourth generation. So what can we do about that today? Right there, I'm uniquely skilled. Why? Seen it. Going through what we consider the third transition of our business right now. The next one will probably be when another family member transitions out, and maybe when one of my family members transitions in. I've seen it multiple times. You know the steps, you know what's coming. It is not only a win, but it's also a loss to have a member of the group or family, even someone that's a partnership. If there's two of you, one of them wants to transition out, how do I keep it going with two? Maybe that's an option. Maybe we're an option for that. Maybe we become a private interest in that, or someone that helps you continue to hold on to that business and grow it. Maybe that's an option for you. There's multiple ways to do that. In many ways, I am not in a shortage of ideas. I'm not in a shortage of what one person had termed the other day, heart or grit, I guess. I will gut out and stick out through whatever needs to be done in whatever bad or good situation it needs to be. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is, and it's always been that way for me. I've never had the easy path. It's always been the fight. Every single time, It doesn't matter what it is. And I think you need that as a business owner, and you need that if you're transitioning in your business, you need that as well. Someone that's willing to cheer for you, fight for you, continue with you, and give you the help and resources you need to make great decisions tomorrow. And if there's a way that we can work with you and keep it in your family and keep that business going, there's an opportunity there too. It doesn't have to be 100% ownership for Jensen Acquisitions. And we can find a way to work together to get to that point where we all have buy-in and it works for us together. So I would say even Warren Buffett transitioning out of Berkshire Hathaway, yes, I would say that's probably a blow in some ways to this, but honestly, I'm not saying it in a bad or negative way. Good businesses already have good people in place. And I guarantee he's been thinking about it and ready for probably for at least the last 10 years, if not definitely the last 5. And it's just getting to this point here where he's deciding, I want to leave on good terms. I want to make sure everybody can grow it and run it the way it is and then move on from there. So opportunities abound. I'll tell you that. Walking around here, there's no shortage of opportunities. You just have to be able to see it. And most people are more consumed with how many Squishmallows they can buy and how many Justin Boots they're going to take home than actually learning the lessons of being here today. And I didn't buy anything. Actually, I bought 2 lemonades, if that counts for anything today. I mean, yesterday and today, that's all I bought. I don't have time to eat. I got learning to do. So Timothy Jensen, Jensen Acquisitions. Hey, reach out, go online, go to our contact page, contact us. If you're interested in being an investor, or you're interested in maybe selling your business in the future. It's no cost, no nothing, and if there's some way that we can help you, let me know. Hey, have a great day. Be great out there.